Today's episode is brought to you by ButcherBox. If you are looking to get some good meat, ButcherBox is right for you. Also today, we're brought to you by Quip. If that meat gets stuck in your teeth, Quip is here to help. Now let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cox and Crendor.
Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Live. In 4-hour recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's up next Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cox and Crendor. Did I just call it Socks? Socks and Crendor. Socks. Socks and Crendors.com/me. Hi, everyone.
It's one of those weeks.
Well, while I was saying it, I remembered that I forgot that I need to say coxandcrendor.com is the place you need to go if you want to get tickets to our live show in August in Chicago. We didn't say anything last week because they were like still, for some reason, getting the webpage up, even though you could still buy tickets through the Ticketmaster website or on the Lincoln Hall website. But whatever, Cox and Crendor is the place to go if you want a direct link to where you can get tickets to come see us in Chicago. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. We're going to the Ren Fair.
You know what? Actually, I don't know. You haven't seen any of this, and I haven't told you until right now.
All right, good.
But I'm theming the entire event. I'm calling it the Cox and Renaissance Fair. and we are the pins are like you as a wizard and me as a king. And the shirt says Cox and Renaissance Fair on it. And yeah, so it's a whole thing. We're doing the poster is themed around, it has like Timmy and all Billy, not Timmy,
yeah,
I don't know who the hell Timmy is. That's Billy.
Timmy.
And it has got the whole thing. It's very cute. And yeah, that's the theme.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be good. Be a good time.
Come see us in August.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you doing?
Let's see. I'm doing all right. What did I do this week? I thought I had COVID one day.
Of course you did. If anyone would think they have COVID out of the blue, it would be you.
Hear me out. All right. So I woke up. This was on like Tuesday, I think, of this week. I woke up. I had a sore throat.
COVID.
And I was like, all right. Okay. Well, I was like, maybe it's just the air conditioning or, maybe it's like acid reflux or I don't know, whatever. But normally if it's that, it goes away in like a few minutes. And you're like, all right, whatever. But this sore throat was still going. And I was like, oh, and then I just felt kind of sick. I was just like, that sick feeling you get?
Can you describe, I know of sick feelings, but I don't know what means. Like, are you fatigued? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just kind of fatigued, kind of like, you just feel kind of crummy.
Okay, I felt crummy before.
You don't feel normal. You just feel kind of fatigued and like something's wrong.
Dude, that is so frequently me. But anyway, yes.
Well, there's like, I feel bad, but you still have like the ability to like go do stuff and be like, all right, I gotta do it. But this is like, I don't even want to do anything. Sure. Okay, so I had that plus the sore throat, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take an Advil, see if that helps the sore throat. So it helped it a little bit, but it was still kind of there. And then I started sneezing, and I was like, geez. And I was like congested, and I was like, all right, it's either allergies or COVID. So we had those like tests they sent you, they're like, get your free tests.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I still have like 3 or 4 of those damn things.
Yeah, we had like all 4 of them. So I'm like, I'll do like 1 or 2 just to make sure. So I did 1 that day and then 1 that night, and they were both negative. So I was like, I guess I don't have COVID, but I have allergies. But here's the thing. Every like once or twice a year, I get allergies bad enough to the point where I think I have like a cold or a COVID thing or something, and then it ends up being nothing. I've had that like for the last 3 years, and it's always in either like February, March, when spring's kind of starting.
Allergies, yeah.
Or it's like around now. Like one year it was like mid-July it hit. I guess now it was June.
Is June, July big allergy season too?
Yeah, the whole summer's like allergy season. Dude, I've been
explains
sneezing.
Why my eyes hurt so bad.
Yeah, my eyes are like just kind of itchy water, like ugh. And so I remember this is when I got my my swollen glands in my neck, and I was like, dude, I must have caught. That was like 2 years ago, and then it was just allergies. And so now, and it happens around the same time because I went back into my Discord messages and being like, Dr. John, am I dying? And I was not. And so I was like, this happens around the same time every year. It's kind of coincidental. I mean, it could not be, but
I get that. I feel that. Me too. I've had allergies all my life, and if it's bad, I'll take a Benadryl. But I don't. You know, some days I'm just like, my eyes are super watery today, but whatever. I'm not gonna, because when I take Benadryl, it dries me out to the point where my nose is dry, my eyes are dry, which is great, but my throat is also dry, and I literally, this is my job, is to talk. So, and it's very noticeable because when you hear me with a dry voice, it's like, hi everyone, how's it going? It's Jesse
water.
Yeah, it's super obvious. Sometimes during Scary Game Squad, for example, because we film at night, if I've been talking all day, same thing. It's the exact same voice where I'm just like, hi everyone. Yeah, and my voice will get quieter because I'm not booming anymore.
Oh yeah. You had that a few weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, it happens frequently. It happens sometimes when I have like a long ass day, or when I take any sort of like drug that dries me out in order to stop me from being mucusy or whatever. So sometimes I'm like, you know what? I just blow my nose and move on.
Yeah, that's really all you can do. I mean, what I do is I start like, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for a walk, even though my allergies are flared up. This could make it worse, but I'm like, you know what? It's already bad, so I'm just gonna go out into the sun and just like walk and be like, hey, at least I'm getting some vitamin D and sunshine. And I'm like, that. It actually makes me feel better. So I mean, whatever, you know, you're already at peak allergies. You might as well just live it up.
Yeah, I actually bought a I used to have one. I don't know what I did with it. Clearly, when moving at one point in my life, it like got lost or something. I used to have a lawn chair that I would take up to the roof and sit. I cannot find it to save my life. No idea where it's at. So I went out and bought another lawn chair, except this one has a little side table attachment so I can put a drink there, which is so much better. And yeah, I now have that up on my roof, and so I'll just sometimes go up there and just sit and like listen to music and just like zone out for an hour. Not too long because I am Irish as hell and I burn, but I'll sit out there long enough to like soak in the energy of the sun. You know what I mean? Be like, come on, sun, help me out. I need that D. I need the sun D. Help me out. And yeah, I do that, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week now, just when I have the free time when I'm like, well, nothing's going on.
Sun is fantastic. Every time I go like a sun walk, I'm just like, I come back feeling refreshed. I love it. And I sleep better too, which I think is the thing. If you get sunlight during the day, it actually helps you like release melatonin easier at night and you sleep better.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is known to me that every time I spend more time out in the sun during the day, at night I'm like ready to go down.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to say that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But I ended up being okay, is what it boiled down to.
Well, of course you were. Yeah. I mean, spoilers, you're here, so you're fine.
Wait, do you use sunscreen?
It depends if I'm going to go sit on the roof for a little bit, no.
I see.
But if I'm going to be outside for hours and hours, hell yes. Anytime that I'm outside for longer than, an hour, not my arms and like legs and stuff don't get messed up, but my face and like head, oh, GG, that is bad news for me. Every time it's always burnt. So I always apply sunscreen. And thankfully, again, I may have to go stay at that one Disneyland hotel again. Years ago, I still have it. I got this like blue bottle of, I want to say it's some sort of aloe vera something, but man, if I get a burn, if I put that on that burn disappears. That's like Disney magic. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but it does the job, dude. And it's getting low. So I feel like you either need to find out what the hell that magic, it's blue, whatever the hell it is. I need to find this magic blue formula and put it on my body again. And it might require going to Disney or I don't know, back tracing what the hell product it is, because it has no information on it. It just says like a sunburn ointment is what it says. There's no other fact on it at all. I'm like, oh, so I don't know what the hell it is.
Huh. Yeah, I used to not use a lot of well, I did as a kid, but I used to not, and now I do, because I read about how important sunscreen is. So I'm like, put on my sunscreen. That and Toaster Woman was like, you should be wearing sunscreen. I was like, oh yeah, I probably should be.
I mean, my dad spends all of his time in the sun, and then he's also like, has to go get minor surgeries for skin cancer removal stuff. So like,
yeah, that's
I get it. I definitely wear sunscreen.
Like some people are like, oh, I gotta get tan, but like I don't care about tanning. I just like the health benefits of being in the sun, but I also don't want skin cancer.
Right. Well, I mean, the messed up thing is that I have this like really great sunscreen / protection lotion thing, and it's so good. It's waterproof. It's everything. It's everything I ever wanted. It's like SPF 90 million. It's great.
And actually, I remember anything over SPF 50 is pretty much a waste of SPF from what I read.
Well, whatever it is, it's very high, and I'm fine with it.
All right.
And so I put it on, and it's great. But one time I was putting it on, and someone, I don't remember who, was like, "Oh, you shouldn't use that. That has chemicals that will kill you more than the sun will." And I was like, "Really?" And then I got worried, and I was like, should I? Every time, and you know what it is? It's every time I date someone. I always date someone, they have an opinion. And because I'm that guy who's like, well, I don't, I guess part of this relationship is compromise. So, but I'll be like, well, I guess I'm not using that. So I'll use something like Dr. Herman Glurber's all natural suntan screen, and it lasts for 25 minutes, and I like burn anyway.
Yeah.
And then what happens invariably is we'll break up, and then I'll be like, F it, I'm going back to the Kill Me cream. I'll just rub it all over my body like, oh, it's so good. Oh, I've been protected all day. Thank you, science.
The Kill Me cream.
Every time. I remember now what happened there. I was dating a girl, and she was like, that stuff's terrible for you. If you put that on your body, you're basically giving yourself cancer. And I was like, well, what should I use? And she was like, let me take you to go get some real stuff. This is what I use. And I sort of I was like, Dr. Herpen Glurpers. And I was like, all right. Smelled like ass. I smelled terrible whenever I wore it. She's like, look at that. It's made from leaves. And I was like, cool. And I would wear it. And I would walk around smelling like ass.
You get flies coming at you. The flies are like, oh, this guy's garbage. It's fucking swarming you.
Yep. And then we broke up, and I was like, nah, F that. Threw it away instantly, and I was like, come here, cream. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's like when people try to tell me that the deodorant I use is bad for me, so I should use like an all-natural deodorant. And I'm like, you know what? It's making my armpits not smell, so I literally don't care. Like, I'm not gonna get Dr. Herper Glurper's freaking all-natural leaf underarm deodorant where it's like, you'll smell like a forest. I don't want to smell like a forest. I don't want to smell at all. Just, like, leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone. I don't even know how we got here.
Yeah.
Oh, sunscreen. Yeah. Sun. Okay, dialed it back. Let's see. What else have I done this week? I made a YouTube video. I made a new pointless top 10.
I saw you made several. Did you make, or was that just the tweet?
No, I've only made.
I think you said like I made another top 10.
Yeah, and now there's fountains. The pointless top 10 fountains.
Oh, that's a good one, actually.
There's some good fountains in there. You'd be surprised. Some solid fountains.
I believe that.
Trying to do new pointless top 10 every 2 weeks. That's the goal. I think it's nice. It's pretty good so far. Then,
any hint on what your next pointless top 10 will be?
Next is probably rivers.
That is pointless.
Yeah, but there's some pretty good rivers in the game. And then I might try to do your idea, the one you recommended with areas that aren't used or whatever it is. That could be a good one.
The little unused areas. I think that's fun.
And then
that just requires a lot of research, like flying around looking for shit.
Yeah, but I love doing that. That's the reason I actually started doing that series. I love like flying around just looking for stuff.
There you go.
Yeah. And then did some WoW leveling. My WoW series, I think it's been 9 years of WoW leveling. It might be 10 years.
Have you hit max level yet?
Oh, no. In fact, I fell back in level because of the leveling changes they implemented, like last expansion. So,
Amazing.
It's... But now, the Midsummer Fire Festival's happening, so I'm going around just leveling through fires for that series. So, there's still people like Crendor, and he started the series. I was in, like, high school, and now I'm, like, married with children. I'm just like, listen.
It's a beautiful thing.
I can only record like 30, 40 minutes of WoW leveling at a time. All right? And like,
why is that? Why is that your choice?
I mean, I could record more than that, but that's what I've like always done. I feel like that's a very YouTube thing. Like, I don't want to record like a 3-hour video. And I don't want to do less than that. I want to do like a 10-minute video. It's like barely anything. I feel like 25 to 35 minutes is probably ideal for a WoW leveling episode. And then I only do like one a day. I'm not going to flood you with it.
That's because you care about people and your own time. I get it. It's a very adult and responsible way to create content. It may not get you a lot of subscriptions and people being like, "Oh my god," but it does allow you to create things your own way and not stress, which is the train I've had to get on for some time. I've been waiting, but I spent a lot of time with like trying to explain to people. Everyone's like, where's Scary Game Squad? What's going on, Scary Game Squad? I'm like, I know you're saying that because you like it, but just because I myself have free time does not mean that a man who works literally 2 full-time jobs at the same time has free time. Or a guy who like is gone 4 days a week has free time. Or like the rest of the Scary Game Squad does stuff with their lives.
Well, losers.
Like, I can't. Yeah, and they're not being paid. We hang out as friends. Like, that's what we're doing. And so it's, I know you want it as like a regular series, but like, I don't know how to tell you. That's not what it is to us. It's us having fun. And yeah, it's tough because people are like, dude, I want to watch. Some guy made a comment. He's like, I want to watch Scary Game Squad, but this video series has been going on for 2 weeks now, and you haven't even completed it. I'm like, I can't complete it. One of us literally left to go to Sicily for a week. We can't do it. Like, we played with the time that we had, and we did 8 of 10 chapters, and you're just going to have to wait till one of them gets back, and then we can complete it. And people do not understand that. I'm like, you got several hours of good content over the course of 2 weeks. That's way better than TV. That's better than most entertainment out there. And I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you don't have to watch. It's fine. Yeah. I'm not going to change for you.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say YouTube, I think, is the most rewarding to like the pointless top 10 style things, which is like a 8 to 12 minute repeatably watched video that has numerous other types of it. You know how it's like, I made a meal from the medieval ages, and then you go watch that and you're like, wow. And then it's like, I also did some chores like they did in the medieval ages, and you're like, wow, I gotta watch this one.
Yeah.
And you just like keep going down the rabbit hole. It's nice because like I always, that's the reason I have like numerous channels now, because just like the main one, I can do my main stuff of like me talking in front of shitty green screens, some WoW leveling, some pointless top 10s, you know, whatever. And then I got the Cren clips now for all the like highlights or stream stuff. Or clips from streams, and then I got the Warhammer channel if I want to do Warhammer stuff. So it's nice because I can now be like, where do I put this at? And like, it goes over here. So it's a little like, it's a little more organized. Which, by the way, I've been doing a lot of Warhammer.
I've seen you, like, you're in good with the Warhammer people. I see they send you stuff.
They do send me stuff. I am on the cool kid list.
Damn.
It's very, I mean, listen, I've been doing this for like 3 years. And I've spent a lot of my own money on Warhammer stuff. I'm going to tell you what. I have a lot. And so I've been calling this Hot Rat Summer because the new Skaven book came out. And I've just been going crazy with Skaven. So I'm painting up my Thankful and Bone Ripper. Or Thankful and Bone Ripper. I would say the wrong one. That's been fun. I've been painting a bunch of rats. Just a lot of rats. But it's been fantastic.
Amazing. I am here for all of the Skaven. I saw your Cren Minute and appreciate your desire to have weird orcs and stuff be
oh yeah,
be the main characters.
That's all I want. Like, every game, it's like, oh, go kill the rats. I'm like, I want to be the rats. Like, I want to be a dude that's got, like, a rattling gun. You're just mowing down the Empire. Like, I want to have a warp stone, like, rocket launcher. And you try to shoot it, and you, like, blow yourself up if you don't do it right. Like, give me the crazy stuff. I want to ride in a doom wheel.
There is... Damn it. What is it called? There is a game that is coming out. Orcs... Warhammer game. Yes! This is it. I'm going to send you this trailer. Crendor.
All right.
I saw this the other day, and when you started talking, I realized, like, oh my god, this is what Crendor was talking about. This is a new Warhammer game coming out called Shooters, Blood, and Teeth. And you play as orcs, and you side-scroll murder everything.
Oh my god, that does look amazing.
It's what you were talking about. As you were saying it, I was like, oh my god, I know exactly what he's referring to. This game exists. They're working on it right now.
Wow, this looks really good.
Yep. I think that could be a fun game to play.
Oh yeah, 100%. I will play this. When's it supposed to come out?
2022 at some point.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Warhammer 40K, Shooters, Blood, and Teeth. That's what it's called.
There's so much shit happening. I love it.
Yeah. So there you go. I was like, man, there is a game I've seen that looks like something Crendor was talking about. So there you go.
Let's see. There's an update. News. October. Yes. All right. October 20th it comes out. Fantastic.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much my week. What do you do?
I don't know. After the last time we talked about my failed relationships, I had like 3, like I've said before, for some reason on Hinge, I get like hit up often by people, and it's impressive. I don't know why. They must have very low standards and are willing to settle, and I'm here for it. So I got hit up by 3 people that I actually was like I was like, oh, based on this initial assessment, these 3 women seem like pretty awesome people. So I would love to talk to them. So I started talking to 3 women at the same time. I know, Crendor. Already I'm in a bad place. But it wasn't like, I don't know them. We're not like dating. We're just talking, right?
Right.
And so, it was fun to chat with them, but it wasn't anything like real. It was just talking. And it wasn't an everyday thing. It'd be like every few days we would talk, whatever. Anyway, one of these women seemed very, very interested in me. And I was like, yo, if anyone is that interested in me, like, I gotta see what happens. But also, I'm not like one of those dudes who like tries to date multiple people at once. If we're dating, despite what multiple exes have thought of me, I'm not out there trying to like hook up with people. That's not who I am.
Right.
If I'm with you 100. And so this one girl seemed really interested in getting together. She's like, do you want to go out? And I was like, of course, that'd be amazing. I would love to hang out with you. And she seemed like super interested, and I was super interested in her. Everything seemed great. And I was like, well, if I'm clicking with this one girl, there's no reason why I should leave these, like, why I should keep these other 2 women, like, hooked in. You know what I mean? Like, just be honest and be like, this isn't working out.
Right.
So I said goodbye to the other 2 women, was ready to go on the date with this girl, and then she messages me like, oh, I don't think I can make it. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, I don't think I can make it. I'm like, oh, well, like we can reschedule. And she's like, sure, of course, yes, let's reschedule for a week from now. I'm like, okay. So a week happens, and I'm like, hey, like, you ready to go out tomorrow night? This will be amazing. I can't wait to hang out with you. This is gonna be great. She's like, I can't make it tonight. You didn't message me confirming that we were going to go out on a date. So I made other plans. And I was like, what? But we confirmed it a week ago. She's like, well, you should have said something this week. And I was like, what?
I mean, why didn't she message you, be like, hey, are we still on for the thing?
Great question. And she was like, I'll be honest. I love talking with you, but can we just keep it talking for a while? And I was like, you don't want to meet up? And she's like, there's a lot I have to think about before we meet up. I'm like what? You seemed really eager before. And she's like, things have changed. I'm like, what does that mean? And she's like, I just don't know if we should meet right away. And all in my mind, I'm like, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. And I'm like, I mean, all right. So first off, I'm mad at her for just playing with me, but also I'm mad at me because there were two other incredibly wonderful people I was talking to that I literally cut off talking to for this person. So I foregoed two other relationships in hopes that this one would work. And she just was like, no. And then today I get a message that she's like, I think it's probably best if for a while we just keep it flirty online and then we see what happens. I was like, what changed? What happened here? And she said, and I quote, well, I've just been dealing with a lot, and my roommate and I, we used to be in a relationship, and there's some feelings there still, and I need to know that he's over me before I bring someone around because I don't want him to hurt you. And I was like, he's going to hurt me? What? She's like, he gets very violent. And I'm like, what?
Oh, boy.
And she's like, I just don't want you to get hurt by him. And she's like, I do care for you. I do. But like, you can't come over to my house. And then she just kept giving me excuses. I was like, why would we meet at your house? Let's just meet somewhere else. She was like, no, well, he'll get suspicious. I'm like, okay. It started to sound more and more like she was actually dating someone and wasn't sure she wanted to like cheat on this dude, which I wouldn't have helped make that happen. I don't know. It was silly. And once again, I went against what I said I would do. I said I'm going to wait and find my redhead. But instead, I found 3 people that I thought were like all awesome. None of them redheads. And I failed myself. And really, why'd I pick of 3 people? Why was I immediately drawn to the one that is clearly the worst one for me? And I was like, Jesse, this is your problem. This is your problem, pal.
I don't know what it is. You've just got some some sort of like thing drawing you into the craziest one. Don't do it again. You just gotta, next time you have to date a redhead, the next person you date.
I'm holding everything back. I will not date anyone until I find a redhead. I make you this promise.
All right.
I'm not going to date anyone until I find a redhead. Facts.
There it is. Solidified.
Although we have to discuss what redhead means. Natural or dyed, honestly don't care. Look, just help me out here. That's all I'm saying.
At this point, either one. You just like really.
Yeah, so that was my week. I was like, I couldn't believe that's what I was like. Of course, this is what happens. There is a weird thing that I think is a lot of people on dating sites don't actually want to meet. They just want confirmation that people like them.
I can see that as a thing on dating sites. Yeah,
it's very weird. I'm kind of over it, but I don't know. So that's where I'm at. That was my week. The rest was just normal work stuff. It was easy. Like the week was fine. We had some weird stuff break down in the office, but that's just, stuff breaks down. So it's like not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not too bad then. Just, a standard week of...
Standard week.
Standard
Jesse
week.
Cox, a standard week.
Classic standard week. You love to see it.
Yep. Well, you know what else is standard? Ooh, that's a terrible segue. I don't even know how to sell this. The time with which you should brush your teeth, according to dentist recommended. 2 minutes is what it should be. This is the standard 2 minutes.
Yeah, checks out.
Quip is here to help you get that standardized toothbrush technique down by helping you develop good habits and making it as easy as possible to hold to them. The Quip electric toothbrush is loved by over 7 million mouths and has everything you need for that standardized care. Timed sonic vibrations with that 30-second pulse that sort of like tells you where to be. When I use it, I think of my mouth as a quadrant of 4, right? And then I just like spend 30 seconds on one, it goes bump, and then I move to the other side and do it there, and it goes bump, and I move to the other side. And that's how I do it, is I just quadrant my mouth. It's lightweight and sleek. It has no wires, no bulky charger. It has this carrying case that you can stick on your mirror that is a mount for it. It's wonderful. Reusable handles that are fantastic. They have great colors like all black and all pink, as well as bright plastic. And they have a Quip with a new smart motor that you can hook up to your phone with the free Quip app. It has rewards for just using Quip, like free refills, products, Target gift cards, and more. And beyond that, you can get your whole routine Quipified. Toothpaste that comes in mint or watermelon. They've also got 2 ways to floss string that expands to clean, and reusable floss pick that replace over 180 disposable picks with every refill. And of course, mint flavored gum, sugar-free, long-lasting, comes with a dispenser. And then mouthwash with a 4 times concentrate. It's good for you, it's good for the planet. It's crazy how much Quip can hook you up. In addition to the brush heads, Quip also offers that floss, the toothpaste, the mouthwash, the gum, all of it every 3 months from $5. Shipping is free, so you can save money and skip the hustle and bustle of the store. With stylish and affordable electronic toothbrushes at just $25, you won't be paying through the teeth for a better oral care treatment. If you want to get some, go to getquip.com/Crendor right now, and you'll get your first refill free. That's your first refill free at getquip.com/Crendor. That's GETQUIP.com/Crendor. Quip, it's a good habits company. Also today, we're brought to you by ButcherBox. Let me tell you, Crendor, you probably have experience with ButcherBox as well by now. My goodness. I love my ButcherBox. I take the chicken and I just marinate it in Nando sauce and I grill that up and it's so good. I make the burgers. I'm trying to make smash burgers. You know what those are?
You smash them down.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the smash burgers. I'm trying to get those right. I'm just the steaks and the ribs we made the ribs that I got in a video for Patreon. We made the ribs from Warcraft, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I slightly burnt them a little bit. Don't judge me. I've never cooked ribs before.
Huh.
It was great. I love everything about ButcherBox. It was getting a big box of meat sent to you is actually the best gift I've ever received.
It really is.
It was great. I think every cut of meat that I got was delicious, and I cannot stress it enough. The convenience of having it delivered, I think the cost and the quality was totally worth it. Every single month, ButcherBox ships a curated selection of high-quality meat right to your home, free shipping in the continental U.S. No antibiotics, no hormones. It's packed fresh, shipped frozen for your convenience. What did I say? Frozen?
Frozen.
That's right, sure, frozen for your convenience. So you can save time on your next grocery store trip. Customize your own box or just go with one of theirs. Either way, you're going to get exactly what you want. You get delicious 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, pork raised crate-free, and wild-caught seafood. It's like less than $6 a meal on average if you just total it all up. Get you some of sizzling right now with a special ButcherBox that's all dealed up for you, our listeners, with free bacon for life. Whew. If you get a membership plus $10 off right now, if you get that ButcherBox membership, they're going to just keep sending you bacon forever, as long as you're a member. Sign up today at butcherbox.com/Cox. Use code Cox to get 1 pack of free bacon in every box for the life of your membership, plus $10 off your first order. That's butcherbox.com/Cox. Use code Cox to claim that deal. All right, Crendor, let's go traffic up some of this guy with Crendor. How's that traffic out there?
Oh boy, traffic is happening. You've got planes taking off right now at the old traffic port. You've got boats sailing off at the old boat port. You've got traffic taking off at the old traffic airship. You've got cars driving down the traffic ship. I'm really just trying to mix a bunch of vehicles together and form some sort of coherent sentence, but it has stopped working, so I'm going to end this segment. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Do you know, man, that, why do we park in a driveway and drive on a parkway, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
right.
These are the questions we need to ask, man.
I guess we asked it. Let's,
Maybe we'll find an answer. Anyway, let's go to weather.
weather time. Hold on.
Holding.
Hold on.
Holding.
All right, I figured out the answer.
Okay.
English is full of seeming contradictions. Ravel means both to knit up and to unknit. Inflammable refers to something that's flammable, and so on. Inflammable means flammable. What a country. George Carlin.
Can I just question? I thought you were about to tell me the weather, and the things you said, I was like, what city is this? What is he talking about? Only now do I realize that you're talking about the previous statement I made.
Driving the parkway, parking the driveway.
Okay. Right, well, of course.
First, a defining of terms. A driveway is a private road giving access to a public way to a building. And in America, we tend to park our cars in the driveway since driveways typically come right alongside one's house. A parkway, on the other hand, is a broad landscaped highway. The origins of these words seem pretty clear. Drive plus way and park plus way. But if that's the case, why don't the verbs that are the originating point for each word, drive and park, match up with the meaning of the derivative noun? In short,
Damn.
we don't drive on the driveways, we don't park on the parkways. What gives? English is secretly serpentine. What looks like a straight line between words sometimes isn't. That's the case with both driveway and parkway. Both words came into written use in the 1800s, long before cars were even a glimmer in Henry Ford's eye. Parkway originally referred to a broad road through a park. Most important improvement made of late in the general plan of cities has been the introduction or increase in the number and breadth of parkways. That's from the American Cyclopedia, 1875. So there's a connection between parks and a parkway, but why do we drive on them? Parkways were the perfect place to drive a carriage down for a scenic jaunt out. Once automobiles came onto the scene, parkways became the province of the car. Driveway came into written use a bit earlier than parkway did. Unlike parkway, the word driveway didn't refer to where the path was, a drive, but what the path was for, driving. The earliest driveways were roads that ran alongside barns, where vehicles like wagons could drive up and either offload cargo like hay, food, or livestock, or take on cargo like hay, food, or livestock. Of course, these access roads onto a property became handy places to park vehicles, and when the automobile age began, these off-street roads became ideal places to park the family car. There you go.
I mean, that checks out. I'm glad we learned something today.
Look at that. We learned something, and it wasn't even the fact of the day. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
and what was the weather?
the weather. All right. I opened up the recommendations, and already someone said they want a weather recommendation for Batman Turkey.
Have we? I feel like we've done Batman Turkey before. Not saying we can't do it again, but I definitely feel like we've done it.
Have we done? You know what? I feel like part of me feels like we've done it as well, but I don't know. It may have been years ago.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was a long time ago, but I 100% believe we've done Batman Turkey. We had to have. The Batman Turkey?
Yeah, we had to have. Like, there has to have been a moment where we did Batman. I almost feel like I remember it, but it could be one of those things where you think you remember it, so you think it's a thing when you didn't.
We both love Batman and eat turkey. It's possible that we just are conflating the two.
It is possible. All right, you know what? Let's just do Batman Turkey.
We have to.
We have to do it. 67 degrees Fahrenheit. It is 29.71 inches of pressure, 44% humidity, 6 miles on the visibility, 6 mile an hour winds, dew point 45, UV index 0, and a moon phase of a waning crescent moon. Over on the 10-day. Tonight, mostly clear, low 61, winds light and variable. You got Monday, 93, mostly sunny. Tuesday, 96, mostly sunny. And then, watch out. It's sunny every day. And 98, 100, 102, 102, 101, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 104, 105.
Damn. Wow.
So it is hot in Batman.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we have a huge audience in Turkey?
Uh-huh.
Do you think? I'm very curious about that. I would love to know more.
I don't know. I don't know if we have a huge audience there.
Well, look, that might be the first time we've had the same place brought up twice. Maybe our
'cause it's
audience just
called
likes Batman more than. Yeah. All right.
They're not like my hometown of Batman Turkey. There's like,
Maybe,
no, this place is called Batman.
Maybe Batman
There's
Turkey
no
has
way.
a sizable Cox and Crendor fan base. I don't know.
There's absolutely
we shouldn't
no way.
discount that.
I discount it. I don't believe it
Well,
to
all
be a
right.
thing.
Okay, fine.
However, I do want to see if there's any Batman-themed things in Batman Turkey.
You know there probably is, but not in the way we think. It's like
Yeah.
Batman's kebab. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's the Black Cafe Batman.
I don't know what that means.
That's what it's called. And it looks pretty good. It's got some fancy stuff there. Hold on. There you go.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. And then, let's see. What else we got? Batman Meadow Cafe.
Do you think it's pronounced actual Batman?
I
Or is it
don't.
like Batman?
It's probably more like that.
Batman.
I don't think they're just like, what if we name this place Batman? Does that sound
Maybe
good?
I think that's exactly what they did. I think we've done this before. I think
Maybe
we've
you're
done
having
this
deja
before.
vu.
Oh, because it's the confluence of the Batman River.
Oh, interesting. I don't think we've done this before.
I feel like we have.
I feel like maybe we have, but we didn't go into it.
Yeah, we probably made a few jokes.
Like Batman.
That sounds like
What's
us.
the
Batman.
deal with Batman?
Batman.
Oh my god. Batman. Wait, where'd that go? It said Batman Tat.
I'm trying to find Batman Donner. You know it exists.
Batman Tat Ekmek Fabricasi. Oh, this is bread? I thought it was like a tattoo place. Like, oh, Batman tats. This sounds great. But they just make bread.
Meanwhile, hilariously, oh wait, hold on. Batman? Nope, never mind. What the? So there is a place in Turkey called Kenneth Donner Batman something. No, it's in Batman. However, in Germany, there are several places. There's one place called Batman Restaurant. Another place called Batman Kebab. In Germany, there's a lot of Batman places. Batman Restaurant. It's a Turkish counter-serve doner kebab. So I guess dudes from Batman moved to Germany to sell Batman kebab, which is frankly good enough for me.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. Oh my god, I think I found Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Go right there.
You think you found actual Batman?
Yes.
The Batman tat dude standing outside. Yeah.
That other guy looking ahead, it looks like that meme picture. He's looking back at the girl.
Yeah, if there's just another guy there with like a piece of bread, that would be a perfect photo. Also, real talk, these breads look delicious.
Oh yeah. They look like real bread, not actors.
Yeah, it looks like some dude made real bread.
Yeah, I would imagine that is what they do. They don't just like get the bread in. Time to sell the fake bread today.
Wow. Also, shout out to these hotel prices. $46.
Yeah, but I'm
Steal.
clicking on some of these hotels and they have bad reviews.
This one, $46, 4.3, 700 and something reviews.
Actually, never mind. That's a good hotel.
The Ancient Mesopotamia Hotel. I don't know if it's ancient. I don't know if that's true. Ancient. Does it have a website? Can I go to the Ancient Mesopotamia Hotel? Hotel Mesopotamia has a website.
Oh my
Not
God.
secure. That's dangerous.
I mean,
Here's the thing. It looks like every other hotel that ever existed. And $46. Crazy.
that is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Although some of the images when you click through are just like dudes sitting around. Like just dudes sitting around.
That sounds about
I'm
right.
so happy I'm here with these dudes. Okay, cool.
And that's the weather.
All right. right, let's go to sports.
Sports. Welcome to the sports desk. We've had sports recently.
We've had sports recently.
We have had sports recently. So we've got our NFL stuff starting up pretty soon. That's going to be starting up in just under a month. So it'll be nice having the old training camps going again. We got NHL draft coming up in a couple weeks. But right now the Stanley Cup Finals going on. It is 3-2 Colorado with the lead. And everybody hoping the Avalanche win unless you're a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. And I believe they play... I think they play tonight.
All right.
And then we have the NBA draft happen. So teams get hope that the person they drafted to their team is going to be really good and not a bust, and they stay irrelevant. So
I will say, if you want an inside look on the NBA draft, which I think is weird, but I actually enjoyed the movie, there's an Adam Sandler movie on Netflix. I think it's called Hustle.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I heard
about
that was actually
him trying
good.
to, like... It was super fun. I actually really enjoyed that movie.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, I already know a lot about the NBA draft, but now I want to see this just to see.
It's about a guy who works for the 76ers, and he finds a Spanish dude who's very good at basketball, and the Sixers don't want him, so he's like, fine, I'm gonna like get this kid drafted on my own. And it's super interesting.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is interesting. I might check it out. But then next week, NBA free agency starts, and that's what I love. That's when things get crazy. There's free agency, there's trades, sign-in trades. Oh my God, that's what I live for. Give me that off season. And then baseball's going on. They're almost to the halfway point now. Right now you got your Yankees in first, you got the Twins in first, the Astros in first, the Mets in first, the Brewers in first, and the Dodgers in first.
In first.
And that is sports.
Okay. Crendor, hit us with the fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Facts days.
Fact of the day. Wait, what is this? Okay. The Terminator sold for $1.
What?
That's what it says. The Terminator.
I mean, I heard you, but what?
The Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton, earned a worldwide total, $78.3 million at the box office in 1984. As it went on, the franchise took in over $1.4 billion. Not bad for a movie whose rights sold for $1. Before James Cameron became famous for directing blockbusters like Titanic and Avatar, he was just an unknown filmmaker with an ambitious idea. In order to get his movie made, he handed over the rights to the script for a token amount on the terms that he would be allowed to direct the movie. Despite the eventual success of the project, Cameron later admitted that he regrets the decision to sell such a valuable story for such a low amount, saying, I wish I hadn't sold the rights for $1. If I had a little time machine, I could only send back something the length of a tweet. It'd be don't sell.
I understand that. I've done projects where people have said, like, just sell it for $1 so you can get it made. And I understand that is what he did. And it's one of those, like, paradoxical things. So if you say don't sell, then does James Cameron become James Cameron if he doesn't get the movie made? You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, like, what if he doesn't sell and then nobody wants him to do anything and then he just doesn't do anything? So it's like that might have been the thing he needed.
Yeah,
But,
it's a question that I frequently have about stuff, so
Yeah.
I get it.
It's crazy, dude. Our choices impacting our lives.
I know some choices might be bad, but in the future they might actually like help you.
What? Some good choices in the moment might be bad in the future, dude.
What? Whoa!
Fact of the day.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. This is one that happened a few weeks ago, but someone tweeted it, and it's pretty good.
Okay.
A man in a wig was detained after throwing a piece of cake at the Mona Lisa.
I mean, I would love to know why that happened.
I would like to know why as well. a man who seemed to have been disguised as an old woman in a wheelchair threw a piece of cake at the Mona Lisa in Paris. Video posted on social media shows security guards at the Louvre Museum escorting the man away Sunday as he spoke in French.
Sorry, what's that museum called?
Louvre.
Right, okay.
As he spoke in French about the planet. Think of the Earth. There are people who are destroying the Earth. Think about it.
Think of the Earth.
Artists tell you, think of the Earth. That's why I did this, he says, according to the Associated Press. Another video showed someone clearing the cake off the glass, protecting the Mona Lisa as onlookers held up their phones to film the incident's aftermath. The 36-year-old man was detained and sent to a psychiatric unit, according to the AP. The original Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci between 1503 and 1519. The oil painting hangs in the Louvre's largest room, according to the museum's website.
I thought you were about to tell, the way you said that, you're like, the original Mona Lisa. I was like, you're about to tell me that they made a Mona Lisa 2? Is that what you're about to say? The original Mona Lisa, made by Da Vinci, is no longer on display. Instead, it's the Mona Lisa 2.
Mona Lisa 2 would be something that happens nowadays. Yo, Mona Lisa 2 Electric Boogaloo, my new NFT. Check it out. It's going to be fantastic. This isn't the first time the iconic painting has run into trouble. The protective glass was put up after it was damaged in an acid attack during the 50s. In 1911, the Mona Lisa disappeared from the museum. For more than 2 years, there were no hints on where it could be until someone tried to sell the painting to an Italian art dealer who informed authorities. So, the Mona Lisa was recovered and her fame was all the greater, the Louvre says on its website.
Honestly, that is absolutely, I don't know if you're aware of this. It's an incredibly interesting and totally true story. The theft of the Mona Lisa is what made the Mona Lisa important.
Oh.
Up until that time, no one gave a shit about the Mona Lisa. No one cares. It was the theft and the mystery of the theft that made it an important painting. I think that's super interesting.
That is pretty crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh. What? So it was like, how was it even stolen? So it was just like one of Da Vinci's things was like in a vault and they just like took it?
It might have been hanging at the time. I don't know. I mean, like, again, Leonardo da Vinci as an artist is important.
Right.
But the Mona Lisa as one of his works was a lesser important one. Like, no one really
see.
cared. It was just the Mona Lisa. And what ended up happening is, when it was stolen, and I do not know the way it was stolen, but when it was stolen, the legend of it, right, the mystery of like, oh, someone came in and just stole this artwork, and you know, it was missing, like you said, for a while, that people started to care about it. And then once it was returned, everyone wanted to go see the art that was stolen, and then it just like built up over time, and now it's like a thing.
Ah, I see. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
that's your news and bonus fact.
Oh my god, we got like 3 bonus facts today.
So many bonus facts.
This may as well be Cox and Crendor fact show.
Yeah, go on. Let's tell them.
Cox and Crendor fact show.
Crendorfactshow. That's the name of the episode. All right.
All right. Good. Well, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening or watching or having enjoyed this podcast. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
We've got socials. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast, all one word. You can find all the podcasts over there. Subscribe, hit the bell to be alerted when they go up, when they go live. Unless you want to go to other websites like SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. We're all over. Also, YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor. If you want all the animations, do the same thing over there. We also have our own stuff. We got YouTube.com Jesse Cox, YouTube.com Crendor, Patreon Jesse Cox, Patreon Crendor, Twitter Jesse Cox, Twitter Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, Twitch TV Jesse Cox, Twitch TV Crendor, YouTube.com Warhammer Crendor, and AEIO.
Okay, thanks so much for all the love and support and the comments and all the fun stuff. You guys are the best. That's it. And we'll see y'all next time. So, as always, to be continued.